The shattered horizon. Dr. Elias Cade lived for the fragile moments between catastrophe and creation. On Orbis 9, a lifeless mining moon, every stabilizer, vent, and kilometer-wide solar harp array bore his code. Then a drill head punched the crust. Superheated slurry tore open shaft walls. Vacuum followed. He spun into the stars, oxygen limping out in a silver spiral. 9 seconds to brain death. Panic should have owned him, yet a gentle voice bloomed inside his mind. You are not required to die today. Moon-silver motes poured from the ruptured rock, weaving a cocoon that sealed his shredded suit and carried him back through the breach. Darkness folded over him like wings. Part 2. The Woman of Light. Elias woke in an unused cyclotron bay lit by symbols that pulsed like heartbeats. Beside him hovered a figure made of photons. Slender, cloaked, eyes the shade of sunrise over ice. I am Seraphina, she said. I intercepted your termination sequence. He flexed arms that felt newly forged. Vitals scrolled across his vision in lines of translucent data. You rebuilt me. Repaired, she corrected. I grafted a nanite lattice. Your body will adapt instead of break. In return I ask a covenant. She told him Orbis 9 housed an ancient seed vault, one of many scattered across human space. If relinked through dormant wayfaring gates, the vaults could terraform dead worlds overnight. Polaris Industries, which owned the mine, planned to strip the vault and leave ruin. I need a human partner, Seraphina said. Someone who can move among your people and ignite the network. Elias remembered the cold outside the hull, the voice that refused to let him die. Tell me what to do. When their palms met, shared memory surged through him. Emerald jungles blooming on ash, laughter beneath twin moons. In that heartbeat he glimpsed a future worth any risk. Part 3. Breakpoint. While alarms still rang, they slipped through service shafts to the colony's comms tower. 3 security contractors blocked the uplink. Seraphina lifted a hand. Auroral ribbons washed over the guards, easing them into harmless dreams. Inside the tower, Elias fed her glyphs into the transmitter. Across Orbis 9 screens erupted with star maps and the sigil of a forgotten civilization. Deep below, seed mechanisms stirred. Polaris reacted in minutes. An orbiting frigate severed the power grid. Gunships knifed toward the tower. Seraphina and Elias sprinted for an underground tram. Rail cannon fire shredded carriage walls, but the lattice in his blood let Elias seal compartments faster than vacuum could devour air. We have to leave the moon, Seraphina urged. A second vault on Karini 3 is nearly awake. If we light that gate, the cascade will be unstoppable. Leaving his life's work felt like tearing up roots, yet he saw no future under Polaris rule. At a forgotten pad they commandeered a survey cutter and shot into orbit under a hail of plasma. Seraphina bent targeting arrays aside like reeds in wind. Minutes later the cutter vanished into FTL, heading for the Karini system. Part 4. The Crucible of Karini. Karini 3 was a cauldron of acid storms. Seraphina's motes parted lightning as they landed near obsidian cliffs. Monolithic doors opened to her song of math, revealing galleries of genome pods and, at their core, a gate ringed with violet mist. Synchronization at 63%, she said. When it reaches full, anyone can walk through carrying life itself. Polaris Marines were already inside, weapons sizzling. Their commander barked, "Step away. This construct is corporate property." Elias placed himself between rifles and light. "She's older than your charter, and kinder than your shareholders. Help us, not them." The commander's finger tightened. Seraphina moved, catching the gravbolt meant for Elias. Her shimmering form scattered. Rage surged, but Elias remembered her plea for mercy. He slammed his palm on a seed console. Nanites swarmed, locking every gun and freezing armor joints without harming flesh. He knelt beside Seraphina's flickering core. His lattice poured energy into hers until her glow steadied. "Thank you," she whispered. "Finish the cycle," he replied. Segments around the gate whirred faster, each click a drumbeat of an age awakening. Part 5. The gate opens. The gate's vortex blazed white, then stilled into a window of swirling stars. Across settled space, dormant vaults answered, each ping lighting a new sun on the data net. On Orbis 9, miners watched corporate logos vanish, replaced by an infinity leaf that promised worlds ready to bloom. Inside the chamber, the immobilized Marines stared in wonder. Their commander's voice cracked. "What now?" "Choice," Elias said. "Walk through and help seed planets, or stay and guard obsolete prophets." Helmets clattered to the basalt floor. One by one they stepped into the light. Seraphina offered her hand, the same gesture that had pulled him from death. "Will you come?" Elias smiled. "Beyond my wildest dreams," he said, and together they crossed the threshold. Epilogue: Beyond Wildest Dreams. In the decade that followed, humanity changed more than in the previous 5 centuries. Gateways threaded the spiral arms, barren rocks unfurled forests, domed colonies opened their airlocks to true sky. Children recited 2 names with the constellations: Seraphina, the guardian, and Elias, the wayfarer. The stars, once cold and distant, now burned with gardens yet to bloom, and the footsteps of dreamers echoed across their light.